Are you wondering why people still use Pro Tools when there are plenty of other DAWs on the market? I'm about to tell you why. Welcome back, home studio professionals. In this video, I'm going to tell you the 3 best features of Pro Tools and why you should consider using it. And if you are using it already, let me know why in the comments down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. All right, let's get started. Alright, so reason number 1 I love Pro Tools is session data import. Other DAWs have this now, but I think Pro Tools does it the best. So I'll show you how I use it in a couple different ways. Number 1, if I'm starting a brand new session, I can either go up here to File, Import, and Session Data, or I like to use the keyboard shortcut. And then I have all of these templates that I can choose from. Now I always start with my tracking template. Double click and I can choose all of these tracks that I want to bring in. I usually just do all of them and I do not import any audio. Hit OK. And every track for the entire session is loaded in and ready within seconds. Another way you can use session data import is to load in certain plugins. Let's say you're mixing a whole EP or album and you want the drums to sound the same throughout the entire record. Use your session data import keyboard shortcut, pull up the session you want, choose a session, and you can match the tracks so they automatically match to the tracks in the session. Now this isn't always correct, so sometimes you have to go through and just fix a few things. Hit OK. And you have all the processing right here. Because of how smooth and easy to use this session data import is, I've been able to mix 5 songs in 2 days and full albums in less than a week. Reason number 2 of why I love Pro Tools is heat, their built-in console saturation. Let's take a listen. So I've got these drums soloed up here, and heat is engaged, but I'll bypass it for now. And then I'll bring it back in to show you what it can do to drums. I typically don't use a lot of heat just because I track with some really nice preamps that have a lot of saturation anyway, but I'll take this to the extreme so you can really hear what it's doing. So as we turn the dial to the right, we get second order harmonics, and that makes it a little bit brighter, but obviously if you push it too hard, you're going to over distort it and it's going to sound too crunchy and kind of smeared. And then going this way, to the left, we get third order harmonics. I love how it fattens up drums and makes them punch through the speakers. And then we have our tone control, so if you want it a little bit darker or a little bit brighter, you can control that. I'll show you what that sounds like. My go-to settings are usually the third order harmonics, 1 dial over, and the brightness, 1 dial over. And reason number 3, and probably my favorite feature of Pro Tools, is Beat Detective. I use it all the time for editing drums, and it's saved me literally hundreds of hours. Check it out. To open up Beat Detective, we go up here to Event, and down to Beat Detective. I like to use the keyboard shortcut Control and 8 on the number pad or Command 8 on the number pad with a Mac. And it brings up our menu here. So you start with clip separation, choose the tracks you want to edit, capture selection and analyze. And of course you can zoom in, make sure you got everything. Select everything and cut it. Now what this does is it separates every single drum hit into a separate audio file that can be moved around. And you can go through all your drum tracks and lock them into the grid. And you can edit smooth, capture selection, smooth all that out, and you've got edited drum tracks that quickly. These are just my top 3 favorite features in Pro Tools, but I want to know what yours are. And if you're not using Pro Tools, if you've got something you think is better, let me know what it is and why I should look into it. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.